Alrighty then, g'day guys, and welcome. My name's Michael, I'm the Deadly Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Ruby Phoenix, a prequel adventure to the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix adventure, which we will be running hopefully later in this year. But beforehand, we thought, hey, let's try and give people an experience of Tianzia wandering around its various wild and untamed lands, as well as, of course, its mysterious and wondrous enchanted forest and the like. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who have come to support the channel, support us, and have a great time. G'day, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it happens to be. Everyone, how are we all doing?
Good, excited to be back.
Yeah, great.
Yes, I'm super excited. I'm so keen. Because we have a really cool session planned out for you guys today. But before we get into our session, let's give a quick moment to thank some of our sponsors who help us make this game as amazing as it is. Guys, quick shout out and thank you to, of course, Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen right there, as well as Sirenscape for the wonderful sounds you'll hear. If you want to make art like this yourself, consider going and making your own Hero Forge minis, because not only can you get them for your games, but you can also get them 3D printed for yourself back at home. And lastly, give thanks to Fantasy Grounds, because Fantasy Grounds allows us to do all the cool VTT stuff that you'll see for the show as well. Yeah, there you go. Ba-bum. Let's see. Next up, of course, let's meet our cast. Let's see who these wonderful characters are. Let's start with none other than Sean, playing the role of Kaito. Good morning. Tell us a little bit about your character, Kaito.
Hello. Yeah, Kaito, though he doesn't look like it in his mini, is a kitsune sorcerer. Probably getting sick of not looking like one right now. But he's had a troublesome past, being orphaned at 3 and living on the streets, and that past has been, well, kind of causing problems even now. Running from dangerous Oni and such.
Indeed. Unfortunately, Neil, aka Tamaki, is not going to be joining us today, but we do wish him all the best. He's just gotten back from holidays, and I hope that it was fun and enjoyable. But he normally plays the role of Tamaki Kai, our elven investigator, and yeah, that's Tamaki. We're gonna probably just have him be unconscious, but he'll be there. Next up, of course, playing the role of Kambe is our special guest, Ryan from Roll for Initiative. Bonjour.
Hey. Yeah, glad to be back. It's been a little while. I hope I can remember his voice.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I think you'll nail it. You're super good with that sort of stuff. Also, you're coming in a little bit quiet.
Oh, let me work on
He
that.
just needs to bump it up a little bit. But while we're doing that, next up, of course, is none other than Rock Protector, playing the role of Takeshi. Good to see you again, mate.
Hey, hi everybody. I'm playing Takeshi, the Gripply who follows nature.
Follows the nature spirits. I love it. And next on our list is, of course, Yoki, the mysterious newcomer to the group. Somewhat of a, I'd say, I mean, I wouldn't say an assassin. I wouldn't say a thief. I'd say some sort of mysterious and supernatural mix of the two. This character is being played by our dear friend Avarian CA. G'day, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm desperately hoping to get a roll over 6 tonight.
That'd be good. Isn't that the
nice.
Dream, though? It's like double digits.
Dream.
It is weird having someone unluckier than me playing a game. Like, it's weird feeling that.
Fair.
I just like to point out I had 4 natural ones last session.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
You should
Anyway,
stop.
it's been a pleasure to be here. And
Yes. No, listen, we have to talk. You've rolled too many natural ones. You've used your quota.
Oh,
Thanks for your time. No, not quite that way.
I figured it out. Thief, assassin, combination. the ass.
Yes. Yoki is definitely the ass.
I can be an ass.
And of course, returning for their debut on this particular game, and of course, a near and dear friend to the channel and myself. This is of course none other than our dear friend, all things fantasy, playing the role of Ryoshi. There's no AKAs this time. I mean, I remember we had like for our Saturday games, it was AKA this character, AKA that character, AKA this character, because so many characters.
All the names, just all the names. Good morning.
I'm doing super well, mate. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to be back behind the chair, or behind the desk, I should say. But yes, it's good to be back. I'm playing the character Roshi, which is a dwarven cleric samurai who is looking forward to chomping at the bit to get going.
All right, well then let's not keep you waiting too much longer. Guys, just before we head out, we have to give one last thanks to, of course, the biggest sponsor to our channel, the guys who and ladies who are keeping us, keeping us doing this thing. This is, of course, you guys in our audience. Thank you so much for all of your support and your kindness. If you guys want to, you can support the channel through either channel points, which you can earn just simply by watching the show, and then provide insight bonuses, rerolls, and things like that for our lovely players to use. In addition, you can donate to the channel directly to give a variety of different rewards you can see on screen there. There are hero points, which allow the players to get up to shenanigans, stave off death, or get advantage on rolls, as well as jinx points, which allow me to do the exact opposite and give some bonuses to the bad guys. For $10, I can go to a deck of plot twists, draw 3 cards, and you get to pick one, and the plot twist simply occurs. For $20, you will grant someone the coveted natural 20. And, of course, for $50, you will grant a boss buff or a magic item to the group. The boss buff will, of course, increase the difficulty of the encounter that they're facing, and the magic item will be something of your choice, something reasonably powerful, because it is, of course, a very, very kind gesture. Now, in addition, we have a new feature we're rolling out to all of our shows, and that is, of course, something familiar to some, the boss meter. Now, if during the session of a campaign we manage to reach the coveted $100 mark, a boss level encounter, it won't necessarily be a fight, but a boss level encounter will be dropped clear and square into the clutches of our lovely party. Defeating it will provide them with a massive boon or power or item. If they choose to, however, they can try to escape and run away, but these things are usually quite dangerous and deadly. So yes, there you go. That is now on the table as well. All right, here we go. Jasmine, thank you so much for the 25-month subscription. 25 months. Wow, there's 2 years. 2 years over now. But 25 is my lucky number, so there you go. Maybe this will be a lucky month for you, Jazz. I do hope that it is. I hope that it is the best of months, whatever month it happens to be.
Lost your audio.
Did you?
Michael.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is that better?
I thought it was like I lost
No,
all
I
of
think
my audio because no one said anything. I'm like, oh gosh.
No, it's fine. We're doing
Yes.
a mind game today. Mike will have to run through the game. Miming
It's a
us.
mind
Great.
game.
That would be a very interesting. That would be very interesting.
I appreciate this maneuver.
I have to.
But could we throw in if we donate enough interpretive
Yeah,
dance?
maybe I'll do an interpretive dance. Who knows? We'll.
Oh, there we go. We have sound.
Oh,
Was there no sound? How long was there
Yeah,
no
something
sound?
back.
Is there a thing? Am I just really soft? Is that
26 and a half seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't
Alright.
that long.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
it was enough for us to get up to chicanery.
Okay, all that chicanery. Okay, all right. Let's try.
Nope. People unsubscribed.
Yeah, that's it. Just
They quit the
straight up.
channel.
Okay, well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get into it as we return to Minkai and the lands of Tianxia. Now, When last we left our characters, they were on a quest to try and find several masters of the martial arts, several elemental masters who would be able to teach our party their particular ways and unlock the secrets of mysterious scrolls that they had been granted from Kaito's father, who had bestowed upon them these very, very secret and locked away techniques. After meeting with the Water Master, they learned that the next master that they seek might be found in the yokai forests in the land of Minkai. Now, here in Minkai, the towering cluster of buildings, the lanterns, the lights, the sounds, the noise, there's a hustle and bustle that seems to constantly surround our adventurers as they moved through this area in the company of none other than Kambe, a local to the area and someone who has known their way around this place for some time. Upon arrival, however, there was one last piece of business to take care of. The boatman that had carried them from the shores of the Nagajaw all the way to the Minkai lands had business with Kambe. The Oni Daimyo, an evil entity trying to wrest control of the lands of Tianzia from the people, had something taken from Kambe, something very important, and it was currently being protected by a samurai who smelled of sunflowers. This sunflower samurai was the boatman, and Kambe finally, after a long journey, confronted this individual, learning that they were not only the one responsible for the slaughter of Kambe's very newfound master, or at least his clan, but also was in possession of the item that Kambe sought, a jade statue of a Kirin. A battle ensued, and the group had attempted to wrest this object from him. However, the swordsman appeared too strong, and the group was forced into a retreat, chased away by this individual. Eventually escaping into the river, our heroes managed to get away, but the currents, being as strong as they were, pulled them deep into the city, where they had found and encountered a new and unsuspecting samurai. Ryoshi, could you describe your character as you are just sitting in the canals, enjoying your day?
Yes, I'm dressed in what appeared to be very traditional samurai armor, embroidered with this very vibrant yellow. I have I have an emblem of what appears to be a red stone or maybe a piece of coral hanging from a pendant. He's very much dwarf-like. He's a dwarf, so he's stocky, sturdy, and he has this katana by his side, as well as a short blade, a small dagger, also with what appears to be a red pitted rock of some description in the pommel. He sits there. He nods to the server as it brings over what appears to be a small little cake. And he just watches the local area. He just kind of darts his eyes through, seeing what's happening in front of him.
As you sit there enjoying your tiny tea cake, all of a sudden you believe you see what looks to be several people careening together in the water, heading in your direction. As you do so, you can see that they get caught into what looks to be a sort of like a fishing line. It's kind of like a series of very small nettings that run across the canal here. As they grab on and they seem to like sort of be dangling like fish attached to the lure. You notice that there are no fishermen or no people around. This is kind of like lunchtime, so most people are kind of in the various like shops around. And you can see that these people are struggling. What would you like to do?
Don't they know it's rude to go messing up other people's fishing nets? It takes a long while to put fishing nets out. Well, so I hear. I better get them out of there.
All right, can I get you to make an athletics check as you start to sort of reel in these lines?
Of course. Athletics.
I forgot which of us are even still conscious at this point.
How's the 25 sound?
It sounds like you pull in a bunch of wet and bedraggled people, which will take us to the following map.
Now, may I ask why you were in the water?
Well, we had the unfortunate circumstance of running afoul of an assailant.
An assailant.
Ronin samurai.
Did you see what house?
Unfortunately, I did not see his emblem, no. I can simply describe to you that he is a party known to the people that I've been recently traveling with, and he's known to them as the Sunflower Samurai.
The Sunflower Samurai is here.
Yes. And more than likely actively looking for us.
Is that so? Well, I see you're speaking for the group, so what's your name?
My name is Yoki. I'm a traveler from the north. And my companions are currently waterlogged and in need of getting someplace where, we can help them recover.
Well, first of all, just to be absolutely clear, you're trying to escape this individual, and the best way to do that is by jumping in the river that runs through the city.
Wasn't my first choice. Wasn't my choice at all. Now, if you would be so kind, we would like to get out of the open, and I know very little about.
Can I say I appreciate that, despite nearly being killed and drowned like a rat, Yoki is very polite about this. Like, yes, pardon me. I appear it's soaking wet, like little like kind of like seaweed in the hair and stuff like that. Just yes, we
slowly picking it off.
Pardon the intrusion.
Clothing.
Tamaki and Kaito are just completely.
I'm probably standing.
Yeah. Kaito and Tamaki are
just,
both rendered completely unconscious. Kanbei, Yoki's actually pretty healthy health-wise. Kanbei, however, has also been quite injured, and Takeshi's also on full health as well. So yeah, now that you are somewhat out of dire straits, you can pull yourselves out of the water and onto what looks to be this like a rising step that leads into the water.
How did we get here? I remember we were about to run away from the samurai, and
before we spend
here.
time discussing that, let's get out of the streets as I reach down and pick up Tamaki.
All right, you slump Tamaki.
Oh, don't dear. Struggle to pick up.
Don't worry. I have the perfect place where we can lay low. Is there like a jail?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a guard outpost not too far away, and for the sake of brevity and humor, all of a sudden you hear the sounds of a wooden door locking, as you find yourselves on the other side of a jail cell with Ryoshi, who is currently the guardsman, as it were, of this particular area. The outpost that you find yourself in is quite small. I mean, it's probably like, 10, 20, 25 foot by 25 foot? So when I say it's a very small outpost, I mean it's like tiny. And the jail cell itself has two small cots on either side, and the bars themselves are these large planks of wood set into the ceiling and the walls. The door is opened as a swinging door with a large, heavy-set bolt lock. And as this samurai individual seems to thrust you in and lock the door, it dawns on you that You've been arrested.
I'm totally confused now. What the heck?
Takeshi grabs onto the bars and just yells this out at Ryoshi.
I am Akasama Ryoshi. You have been disturbing the peace of this lovely afternoon. And if the Sunflower Samurai is in fact after you, you will find no safer place than here in the J-Cell.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, I disagree. No one's coming through that door except for me.
With that, Ryoshi sort of holds up this heavy, jangly keychain.
Now, you're going to tell me exactly why you're here in this city, and why exactly is the Sunflower Samurai after you? Are you working for them?
No.
What information of them can you tell me?
Just let me know at what point Kanbei regains consciousness.
I pointed
Had Kanbei
I'm
lost
like,
consciousness?
He knows.
I don't know.
yeah,
I haven't
that's
been
right.
here for a week.
Kanbei,
No.
yeah, Kanbei separated
that's
from
right.
the group.
Oh no,
Ryan
that's
hasn't
right,
been
that's
here
right. So
for a long
Kanbei
time.
wasn't with them just yet. Let's say at this
Okay.
point that Kanbei, Kanbei, can I get? Okay, you know what? Let's pause on this as the interrogation is happening. So as I mentioned, Kaito and Tamaki are still unconscious and sort of on these various cots in the jail cell. Meanwhile, across town, Kanbei, you have been running frantically trying to get away from the Sunflower Samurai, who you realize very quickly has lost your trail.
Okay. I want to. I will stop, and I need to. I need to do anything and everything I can to make sure that this is the statue, that this is the right thing.
All right, you
before my wounds or anything
Sure.
else. That's the first thing.
checking the statue up and down. It is a jade statue of Akiran, and sure enough, it appears to be the one described to you by the old woman who had apparently been the one familiar with the ritual of binding that was used upon it all those years ago.
Okay. I will sort of. I'm out of potions, but I will sort of tie up. I've got a couple of pretty good gashes, and I will try to see if I can find the trail, and he's going to sort of now that he's back in sort of a home, not his home city, but a place that he's familiar with. Kanbei actually sort of sticks to the rooftops a little bit more in the second level balconies of things, and I'm gonna try to get eyes on my friend.
All right. Placing the statue inside a pouch hidden on your waist, you look around, and I need you to make me a perception check.
Perception. There it is.
All right. Looking out, you can kind of see the beauty of Minkai, despite its bustling and kind of very, very noisy surface with people, traders, and merchants and the like, making up the majority of the people here. From the rooftops, you are all too aware of just the beauty of the city. The large trees that loom over, the vines that seem to grow intermittently between several of the shops in the alleyways. It is truly beautiful here. And it does, as you mentioned, feel very much like home. And with the statue by your side, it feels even more so now than it has for quite some time. What do we get on our perception? No, yeah, I haven't.
Oh, I thought I. Sorry, I
I was
thought I
buying
rolled it. I
time.
don't think I dropped it in the right spot. My bad.
All right, 26.
There
Yeah,
it is.
with the 26, you don't see your allies per se, but you do notice something. As you look along the various canals that seem to run through the city, you see that over on one side of the river, there's a very familiar looking bag strapped around an instrument that you recognize as Kaito's.
Oh, I'll run to the banks and using the big Dao staff or the Naginata spear, fish the bag out and
All right.
back over to
Reaching in, you dip it into the water and pull out the backpack with the belongings, and kind of rifling through it. It's definitely Kaito's bag. You begin to look around and see if you notice anything, and sure enough, you eventually see a couple of disgruntled fishermen whose lines have been kind of pulled in prematurely. You can see that there's like a large spray of water that seems to have come up from the one of the nearby ramps. It's not hard to ascertain that likely Kaito, at the very least, may have gone into the water and crawled out over there. And making your way around, you eventually find yourself at the guardhouse. The trail seems to end here.
Okay.
Now, on the inside, Ryoshi, you have been told the story of the Sunflower Samurai, the quest for the masters, and as well as the fact that they're working for the Oni Daimyo. All of these stories sound very wild and far-fetched. Everything from a secret tribe of people who are hidden away in the Nagajor by magics that only appear and show through the illusion once you are reverent towards them. The dealing of a storm hag and a witch on a tiny island where giant seahorses shoot lasers. You know, lots of these very outlandish things seem to happen. It's almost as if someone's telling a story more than actually telling the truth.
Yeah, Roshi's going to nod along. He's not going to say a word through the entire process. He's just going to, And at the end of it, he's going to say, and yes, and I'm a 4,000-year-old dragon. You're going to need to give me some proof about that.
At this point, from behind Kambe, if you wish to enter, you may, but you are now at the guardhouse.
Okay. Yeah, I will sort of knock on the door and then kind of walk in and look for a desk. Look for the officer.
It is a very, very small building, very, very small room. There isn't even a desk, but it is sure enough that you can see the samurai in charge of this station. You can also see the jail cell, which is basically a walled-off section of this building, with your friends in there.
Okay. I will first, to everybody in the jail cell, just kind of be like, hey guys, is everybody okay? First of all, is Tamaki doing all right?
Kind of kick him a bit. No.
All right. Hold on.
I'm confused.
Yeah, let me see if I can do anything here, man. Just maybe. I don't know. No promises, but maybe. I would like to turn to Ryoshi, and then Kambe speaks in Minkai to Ryoshi. I certainly hope that my compatriots haven't caused any problems, and if they have, you have my apologies. Are you able to tell me what they're being held for?
Of course. Ryoshi responds in Maka. Of course, they were floating through the river and disrupted very important trade and business. As you can tell out the front, there are various fishermen that were very upset, and they've been telling very outlandish stories. Very suspicious, in fact.
I can assure you that I can promise you this: with my one friend unconscious, the stories are probably a lot shorter than they normally are, and actually quite true, though unbelievable. If it all possible, I'd be happy as a trustful citizen of the nation to corroborate anything they have. I don't think we have the time for a letter. I'm from Hiyosa. Kana is the town. I have a family. I'm a fisherman. And I'm sure also if we can offer some compensation for damaged nets, then any legal troubles might be taken care of. At least I hope.
That sounds reasonable. However, they were talking stories about earning it, and Sunflower Samurai working for them. They're also saying that they were being chased by them. Now, if I have a little bit of proof indicating such a thing was happening, that would go a long way. They were talking about this jade statuette or something.
Yes, the park outside of the Nightingale Riverway. I'm sure if you ask anybody in that area, especially there was a man making confectionaries. They witnessed where we were attacked by that Ronin himself, who is, of course, as a Ronin, an enemy of the state. And as far as proof is concerned, and I show him the like deep slash on my side. But we were attacked in broad daylight.
As you go to show him the slash, can I get you to make me a perception check, please, Kanbei?
Yes. Also, if this seems diplomatic at all, I'd love to roll that.
Well, I mean, you are. I mean, it is convincing, and the words that you say do not seem to be don't seem to be lying. You don't seem to be lying about anything in particular. However,
no, that's why I said diplomacy, not deception.
Ryoshi, can you make a perception check?
Of course. Perception check.
Oh my, indeed.
My. You have one more point than I do. You
It's going to be another one of those evenings.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. All right. Yeah, he seems to be very convincing, Ryoshi. You can make a diplomacy check if you'd like, but what he said, he doesn't seem to be lying is more the point here.
Well, I would still like to keep them overnight just in case, so they don't cause any more mischief, and it gives me time to investigate the claims. Furthermore, it shows a sense of justice for the fishermen outside. If they see that they are in fact being punished for their crimes, for their actions, it creates a good vision for the law in the city.
Well, I know that my hometown is much smaller than this great city, but also guests who are attacked, wounded, and unconscious being held against their will with no medical attention doesn't seem like a lovely way to greet foreigners.
I did not know they were guests. They were troublemakers. Still, I am happy to provide any sort of resource here. I am quite skilled in medicine myself. I would prefer
if my friends
them to
could be
here.
healed and then perhaps a nearby tavern, an inn. We promise we won't go anywhere. You can send a guard there, but at least let them sleep in a bed and not in a cell.
If the Sunflower Samurai is in fact chasing you, where would you rather be found? In an inn, or here where it's slightly more defensive?
All right. During this period of time, Kaito, you slowly begin to wake up. Could I get everyone else to make me a perception check, with the exception of Kanbei and Ryoshi?
I rolled over a
Yay.
6.
So proud of you.
I'm
All right.
happy.
The rest of you who are conscious suddenly see and watch as a figure emerges from the crowd of fishermen.
Ryoshi, is it?
Yes.
I think you're up.
As stepping out, because unfortunately, with the lack of urgency in that, you will not be able to issue them a warning in time, as the Sunflower Samurai ambushes Kanbei. Kanbei, I need you to make me an athletics check, please.
Oh, yeah. That's easy. I'm really good at that.
I was going to give him a bonus because you weren't
You're using
expecting it, but I don't need to. He will beat you on a 1. But let's see if he critically beats you.
Yeah.
He does critically beat you. So you watch as there's a flash of steel and your pouch is lifted from your belt. As it flies through the air, you watch as it lands on the basically in the hand, in the grasp of the samurai next to you. He looks angry. He says, "You should have left well enough alone. But you will not give up, and so I will cut you down where you stand." As he turns to his side, he prepares for battle. Now, Ryoshi, fighting in the streets is illegal, obviously, especially with lethal weapons.
Could I recognize this individual as, in fact, the Sunflower Samurai himself?
No, he just looks like a Ronin, like just a vagabond
cool.
kind of individual.
I mean, at the first opportunity, Kanbei will say, "I don't know how much more proof you need. He's right there. Please release my friends."
At the earliest moment that Ryoshi turns his back to the jail cell, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Very well. Okay, so we're gonna go into initiative. Let's hit this there because unfortunately you guys aren't aware. He will get his. Let's see if that. There we go. All right. So Yoki, you're up first.
So, the door is held shut by a latch or
Both.
a lock.
There is a latch which is prevented from slipping back due to a large padlock. It is a wooden padlock, but it's a heavy wooden padlock.
Okay. So I'm going to, and the window is also barred by wooden bars. So everything is basically wood.
Yeah, everything's wood. There's no windows. The back of the room is simply walled.
Okay. So I'm going to try to slip my Tonto into the wooden lock. And basically, I'm assuming it's fire-hardened wood, so I'm going to try to apply enough force to either break it or the handle, or at least significantly loosen it.
Okay. So if you're trying to disable the lock, we're going to go with thievery. If you're trying to simply break it, we'll go with athletics.
They're one and the same, so I will try thievery.
All right. With the 23, it seems very difficult. These locks do not come loose easily. Very worthy of prison locks, in fact.
I figured. I I don't seem
No.
to have to use
But you will take one action to draw your weapon, the second action to try and disable it. You do have a third action remaining if you have something you'd like to do.
If anything that can help in the fight outside, well, yeah. Can I see the sunflower samurai from
No,
here?
not directly. Oh, actually, no. You can see that the exit to the checkpoint. There's a door, and that's where you can see Ryoshi and Kanbei talking. And then you can see that on either side, flanking the window are flanking the door are two windows, and you can see him in the window on the other side there.
In which case, I'm gonna try to throw some stunning shuriken at him through jail bars
Sure.
and window
All right.
bars.
Make your attack with a -2 penalty for cover. Oh, there's that 6.
Nope.
So,
Yep.
your shuriken flies and hits the window bars. Ryoshi, you hit. You
So
Hey,
I
sorry, go on.
second. Because it's a
Oh,
flurry
flurry.
of
Yeah,
blows.
yep.
So there's
Sure.
a second one coming. I'm just gonna aim a little to the left. I get a
it
5.
will. Yeah, it'll. Yeah, this one hits your actual cell bar as you throw that one. Ryoshi, you hear and see these as they strike the walls.
Well, making a mess of my guard room.
Okay. Next up is Ryoshi. I've got to get the door real quick, but Ryoshi, it is your turn.
Yeah. You, the one that's throwing shurikens. Can you catch?
I can.
Are you sure? Your hand-eye
Nope.
coordinator doesn't look great.
Theoretically, yes. Toss away.
Is there anyone else in there that can catch better?
There's an
Well-
unconscious guy. He's probably better than I am.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you come. Thane, you were muted.
Throw it into the room. They'll pick it up if they miss it.
All right. First action is I'm going to throw the key into the into the jail cell, since their story about being attacked is true. Which means if they were trying to escape, it was lawful. So he's going to throw the key into the room. Can I grab Kanbei and pull him into the room behind me?
I won't resist.
Yep, not a problem.
You, Ronan. You're attacking people in the street. There's punishment for that. You know that as well as I.
Oh shit! Know what? No, I do resist. I
You
do. I
do?
don't let him fool me.
All right, make an
I
opposed
do.
athletics check from the both of you.
Right.
He's gonna be. I can't.
Yep.
I can't roll better.
Oh, that is a crit fumble. Yeah, you're pulled in. You're pulled in with less. Okay, so it's one failed margin for 10 or more, and a second one because of your natural 1. So he gets a crit while you get a fumble, which is interesting.
Okay.
No,
I
no,
get
no, no, no.
hurt?
His intention isn't to hurt you, but basically, it's more like you're inside the building before you even realized it.
All right. I yell at you. I yell at you to stop.
And then I'm going to move into this
Very
slot
well.
here. Why can't I move?
All right.
There we are. And I'm prepared to draw my sword in the exact same position that he is in. That is
Very
me,
well.
is it?
The Sunflower Samurai turns and says, "I have no quarrel with you, only the thief and his compatriots. But if you stand in my way, I will cut you down."
For attacking people in the street, whether or not they're thieves or not. give me proof, and I'll let you continue.
He is not budging on that one. All right. So you have one action you've thrown the keys. Second action you've pulled Ryoshi out. Third one you've moved out into the street. So we're gonna go to Kanbei next.
All right, I will come out as well. I will. I'm not going to get in front.
I'll say that there's enough room for you both to be like kind of.
But I will
there-ish.
scooch. All right. So there's my movement, and then I will cast. No, doesn't work.
All right. As you attempt to conjure and cast a spell, the Sunflower Samurai seems to resist the pull of your magics.
Yeah, as I cast it, as I cast its command, and I tell him to give it back.
He does not seem to budge. Kaito, you're up next.
Muted.
Kaito is muted. Kaito is disconnected.
Oh no.
Well.
Oh, he told me. He
Oh,
killed him.
I see.
Yep,
that's
that
right.
was his action. He
All right.
killed
Well,
him, so.
let's put up a temporary thing so we can get everyone's cameras back in line.
He hit him so hard he
checks
went
out.
plaid.
Okay, there we go. Boom. Oh, there we go. He's back. All right. I think that's everyone back in place. You're still muted, mate.
Still can't hear you.
Check your input in the Zoom stuff. Otherwise, just type it in chat for now while you're trying to figure it out. The Zoom chat. Still can't hear you. All right. As Kaito awakens, sitting up from the small desk, Kaito will do. Hopefully, Kaito's typing. We'll unlock the door for everyone. So, moving across the floor, they make their way and pick up the keys. This will be part of the move action, so I'm happy to say that with one action, as you've moved over, Kaito's unlocked the door and opened it as well. You've still got 2 actions. Alright. Gathering up their magics and looking over at Kanbei. Kaito casts Guidance upon him. Which, boom, there it is. Alright. Kanbei feels guided by Kaito's actions. And I believe that is all, because guidance is... Well, no, guidance is 1.
Guidance doesn't make my magic harder.
No, it gives you some
resist,
an attack bonus, it gives you skill bonus, and it gives you saving bonuses.
Okay.
Alright. You have one more action, Kaito, because it's one action for guidance. If you want, there is a potion in your... Oh, actually, no, because Kanbei has your belongings. You could probably tell Kanbei to throw your belongings to you as, part of the last thing. If I notice them, yeah, cool. You call out, to Kanbei to throw you your bag, and that is where we'll leave that one. Tamaki is unconscious, bringing us to the Sunflower Samurai. The Sunflower Samurai does not wish to well, doesn't answer to the samurai, obviously, for, various obvious reasons. And will step forward and engage both the samurai and Kanbei. The first attack is going to go up against the samurai with a flash of steel. That'll be a 30 to hit, dealing 20 points of damage as it scrapes along the armor. Using the back of the katana, he bends over and twists it around, hitting Kanbei's gut. Divine intervention from Dusterius. Making me re-roll. Alright, fine. I will re-roll. I presume that's from the timing that is the first attack, so let's try this. Ooh, that is still a hit. But, what is your AC, by the way, Ryoshi?
Ryoshi has a
24 to AC? You know what? Because this is a divine intervention, here's what's going to happen. As he goes to strike at Ryoshi, a tiny manju flies in the air and wings the Sunflower Samurai in the side of the head. The guy who the group had asked to, help by throwing, the mochi at him, has finally caught up and thrown the mochi at this dude's head, which will mean he just misses out on hitting Ryoshi. So Ryoshi, you are not injured from that attack, but you very quickly realize that this guy is not a, what's the word? He is not an amateur at what he's doing. The attack against Kanbei, however, will go through. And Kanbei suffers 21 damage as the back of the sword, where the pommel is, hits you in the gut as he swings it around. So that is his 3 actions: to step up, slash, and strike. And thank you to Dusteris for mitigating that first attack. All right. We've lost thingy. Okay, well, hopefully he'll be back in just a moment. Okay, next up we have Takeshi.
All right. Okay. Are there other windows except the ones in the front?
No, there are only the 2 windows at the front.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I'm gonna try to shoot where I am through the window at the samurai.
All right, bow and arrow drawn. You aim and try to get through the bars and the window. Make your attack. You get a -2 because of the cover.
Okay. Oh yeah.
All right. Ooh, that was almost an at one there. All right. Unfortunately, that first arrow is going to hit the window.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a turn to do my mark thing, right? Okay. Then I won't. Then never mind. I won't.
All right. So shoot him again.
Okay.
Second arrow launches. Oh, that one is a critical miss, unfortunately. All right. As the arrow soars into the window, that is bad alignment. You take a -2 circumstance bonus to your attack until the end of your next turn, which brings you at a -4.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do Hunter's.
All right, very well.
Now.
You mark him as your hunted target. As we then return to Yoki.
Okay, so there's a window on either side of that door going out.
Yeah.
So there's one that's roughly to the side / behind Sunflower.
Yes.
Are they barred?
Yes.
Was the trap door in the map there,
Yes.
going to the roof?
Ah.
So I'm going to attempt to get through that to the roof.
There we go.
Move down the building if possible.
Yep.
Oh man. So 3 actions. Basically I want to hop up on the roof, jump down behind the samurai, and steal the pouch.
Okay, so let's go with an athletics to scale the building and get up to the trapdoor.
And this is where it comes to an immediate and abrupt
Such
halt.
good plans.
Such good plans. Oh yes, there we go. That's what I'm
No,
talking
19's
about.
fine. I mean, you're just, like I said, you're just climbing up, up the wall and stuff like that. The trickiest bit is opening the latch, but you managed to grab onto it and just managed to pull it down. Onto the roof. Now you're trying to steal from him, so I'm gonna say, you need to jump off a 20-foot. It's a 20-foot drop from the top of this roof down here.
Mhm.
So it will do damage, but we're gonna make an acrobatics check to try and avoid that damage. So regardless.
Actually, I think I rolled acrobatics rather than athletics last time. Sorry. Still would have held, but
All right.
a little better.
Acrobatics. Okay, so yeah. So with an acrobatics, you manage to reduce the damage you land. Now, if you want to do this quietly, I need a stealth check. Otherwise, he will see you and will suffer no penalties for your... Okay, let's see. That's not bad. Let's see how he goes. If he can perceive that.
I mean, he has really high perception, so...
Not high enough. All right, so you get a +2 bonus to try and steal from him. I need a thievery check now. Okay. So let's see if he
28.
catches you. Ooh, he does not catch you.
Yeah.
All right. You manage to sneak behind him and manage to lift the pouch from his hip. Though I do have to ask, why are you stealing his pouch? Are you just stealing his gold?
No, not his pouch. The pouch.
Which you are unaware that he took from Kanbei?
Oh, that's true. So yeah, that would be. Oh yeah. Damn.
No,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Thinking
No,
a bit.
I presumed.
in which
Sorry,
case-
I mean, for me, this is also still fine. I presumed you wanted to steal his personal pouch, which again, money, and there are some potions in there as well. So it's not like you didn't get anything from it.
I would basically be aiming to reduce his.
Sure. So I'd say, okay, so in the pouch there are 2 potions of healing. There is also about 5 gold inside the inside these pouch,
Okay.
inside the pouch that you've lifted. I'll say from this, you will also be able to see that he has what you believe to be Kanbei's pouch.
Okay. So in that case, I'm just going to close up the pouch that I stole and start thinking about
All right,
swapping.
very
the
well. Ryoshi, you're up next.
First of all, I'm going to say a quick blessing and try to cast shield.
Very well. As you do so, there is another flash of steel as this dude has attacks of opportunity. Which not many people do in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, unless they're trained to do so. This dude absolutely is. Alright. With a flash hitting with a 21, that is 20 points of damage.
Am I able to still get the shield?
Unfortunately, the way that attacks of opportunity works with spellcasting now is while not many people have it, if it does strike, it does interrupt your spell.
That's fine. My next action will be to unsheath my katana and try to get a shot
All right.
at the same time.
Make your attack. So as the blade comes out, you launch yours as well. That will hit, returning your attack. All right. That is 9 points of damage.
Since it's only the one hand, it only does the d6. Because it's just the
Yep,
draw.
not a problem. Okay. Very nice. Trained in the art of sneaky, sneaky cheap shots. Yes, he is. All right. After that dazzling display of steel and martial prowess, we go to Kambe.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go with it again. Still gonna try to command him again. Oh shoot! Hold on a second. My map is buried. I gotta get to it so I can actually cast it on him. All right.
Ooh, he will fail.
Oh,
So what are you doing?
I command him to drop his katana.
All right. You're unsure if it'll work, but hopefully on his turn he will do this. He will do so. You, the player, the player, know he does.
waits until his
yeah,
turn
he does
to
it.
do it.
He does it on his turn.
Okay, I am going to hold my last.
You
action.
can't hold your last action.
Until
To
he-
delay an action or to ready an action, it'll cost you 1 extra point to the action that you've spent. And then you set
Well,
a
I
parameter
can't.
for it.
Nothing costs 0
Oh yeah.
actions. Nothing costs 0
Yeah.
actions, so I can't do that. I can't.
Well,
Fine.
what's on your mind?
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Then because I have teleport projectile. Anything of 1 bulk or less, which is a katana, I can send flying through the air. When he drops his katana, I want to throw it in the river.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that would probably require a bit of teamwork. Yeah, no, because that would be 2 actions, then 2. Then...
Okay. That's.
Let me just
awesome.
double check on command because I feel as though
Great.
it does specifically say.
No, I mean if I
Yeah,
can't
no,
do
but
it,
I
can't
might be
do
wrong
it.
with command.
No, on his
Yeah,
action
yeah.
he does it.
Okay.
He does it on his turn. I just didn't know I couldn't wait half a second to cast a spell. Then I'll attack him, I guess.
All right, last action, make your attack. Nope.
No, I won't. I will kick around and do. Where is it? No, I will inspire defense on myself.
Inspired defense. Very well. He's already used his attack of opportunity, so he cannot launch it again.
Yep.
All right. And that then brings us to Kaito. But Kaito's not here. All right. If you want, though, what you could do, potentially Kanbei, just thinking about it as well, is you can tell Kaito to ready the action to use the water blast to try and blow the katana into the water.
Can you do it from where?
I mean, the
it
door's
is?
open.
I mean, look,
Tamaki's.
if I can't do it, if I
No,
can't do it, I
But
can't do
you,
it.
like I said, you can work as a team to do it. Because you know that that Kaito's got the water pushing ability, and the door is now open thanks to Takeshi.
So then, yeah, I will yell to Kaito. Then, hopefully Kaito comes back. I will yell to Kaito to blast his sword into the river, man. He's gonna
Nice.
drop
All right.
it.
So he'll use hydraulic push, which will cost him 2 actions because he's readying the action of 1. The condition is that when the Sunflower Samurai drops the sword, he is going to hydraulic push the sword. Widget then goes to the Sunflower Samurai's turn. Sure enough, he drops his katana as that has been instructed of him. He is then going to use hydraulic push. And he's going to make an attack with hydraulic push, which is not going to be hard. Just don't... Yeah, I was just going to say, as long as he doesn't roll a 1. Alright, that is a critical hit. I don't think that really does anything to the sword, but the sword will definitely travel 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The sword will end up in the water. All right.
Nice.
Okay.
Dang.
Let me just do this because I just need to make some changes to this character super quick. And give him a second katana. No.
Oh, it doesn't have the small one?
I was gonna say I really hate to aid him, but
What are you doing? Shut up, Rock.
Oh,
He
what?
does.
I didn't
However,
say
that one
anything.
is for defense.
yes, the Tonto is mostly defensive.
All right. Not a problem. Okay, here we go. All right, so he is going to draw his Tanto, but is going to use it to increase his armor as he uses it to kind of block. However, he is going to then take a heavy fist and strike at one of you. And it looks like we have Kaito back. No? No Kaito?
We have Kaito, but no
alas.
sound.
That's okay. We can work on text for the time being, Sean, and then we will figure that out from there. There we go. All right. So, because it's much better than having everyone just keep shuffling chat boxes, like compared to like not hearing you or continually moving chat boxes. Sean, that's fine. I'm teasing. All right. Now who do I want to deck? I'm gonna deck. Oh, he's gonna try and kick Ryoshi into the river. All right. Ryoshi, opposed athletics check, please.
At this point in time, Ryoshi realizes he probably should have done more with athletics than what he did.
Oh, actually, hold on. It'll. Oh no, sorry. That is Ryoshi's athletics. So you just got a 21. All right.
Yep.
You definitely probably should have.
Bye,
All right.
guys.
Well, with a swift kick of a large sandal, you are knocked off the balcony here and into the water. Your armor brings you straight down into the water. And you take 6 points of damage.
Roshi thinks that the bastard did exactly what he was going to do.
Shame. Alright, so, first action, he dropped the sword. Second action, he drew and raised the Tonto. And the final action, he repositioned him. That is all he is doing. Takeshi.
Well, now I know there's a trapdoor up above. I'm going to try to get through that
Sure.
onto
All
the
right,
roof
athletics check to
myself.
climb up onto the roof.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, try to.
Yeah, that's okay. Yep, you managed to scale the roof and climb out and onto it. You can kind of see off the awnings down there where the fight seems to be taking place.
Okay. And now I have. I'm gonna shoot. I have 2 fire still, right?
Yeah, you still got 2 actions. All right, I'm gonna let you make your attack because apparently I still have the door because no one understands that deliveries at 10 o'clock means at 10 o'clock and not at 9:22. So I'm gonna go deal with that.
So we're just gonna start piling into this guy, right? That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stab him with the pointy end.
Yeah, stab him with the pointy. It'll work every time, 100%.
I have 6 on my arm that indicates you probably also should stab yourself with a pointy end. Or at least while training with a pointy end, you tend to stab yourself.
Should I roll my second attack when we're waiting for him?
Hi, I'm back.
Sure.
Roll your
Okay.
damage. And feel free to describe.
Okay. Okay. As I come up, I'm like, I look briefly down, and I'm like, there he is, and I just boom, aim and fire.
First shot hits him in the shoulder. Second shot. Whew. Hits him in his other shoulder.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Now max damage.
Close. Average damage.
Average.
All right, 10 points of damage. Okay, Takeshi, your arrows find purchase in the Sunflower Samurai, giving you a reasonable advantage. Now, Yoki, after you've lifted the pocket, unfortunately you are not in cover, meaning the Sunflower Samurai now notices you.
All right. So that just means it's going to be super difficult to do these.
Not super difficult, it's just you don't get any bonuses to doing it.
Bonuses.
I mean,
I'm going
is there
to-
anything for the fact that he's pincered? Like, is there flanking in this?
So what he's trying to do is he's trying to
We are
to
flanking him.
swap the 2 Indiana Jones style, which is a very difficult maneuver, and it does require stealth, which obviously
Okay.
is more of a stealth thing than it is a distraction thing.
I gotcha.
And if he's seen me, it might not
Yeah.
bear fruit because he would see
Yeah.
me do the swap.
Or
So it might just
if
be
we
better for me.
just
You could
kill him.
you could also just kill him,
That's where
or
I'm
you could
leading
also
to.
just steal the bag. You know what I mean? Like you don't necessarily need to do the swap.
I think that's what I'm going to try first. I'm just going to try to out and out steal
All right,
the second
so let's go
bag.
with a thievery check. Actually, no, it's an athletics because I'll let you choose. I mean, I don't think it makes a difference for you, but athletics or thievery will suffice here.
Thievery's more in character than athletics. And it does actually, I have a +4 to my or +8 to my athletics, +12 to thievery, so.
All right. Let's see how he goes. The DC to steal stuff from him is... Come here, you. Oof. Yeah, that's not going to do it. And it's a critical hit. You know what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to use my attack of opportunity. And I'm going to have him slash at you as... Well, not slash you. He's going to punch you square in the face.
Okay.
All right. All right. His as you go to try and steal his the pouch from his belt, he grabs your wrist and then backhands you in the jaw as he prevents you from grabbing at it.
Well, at least at this range, I won't be wasting shuriken. Start with flurry of blows.
All right, so you meet him in unarmed combat. All right, make your attacks as you. First attack. You need to drop it onto him. Yep.
Oh, I need to roll on him. Yeah, okay. Just let me retry that.
All right. Your first attack is blocked by him. It seems that in addition to his skills with the sword, wow. You're a monk, right?
So good.
So you are, as you are fighting this guy who is outdoing you in martial arts, he's using his bare hands and just manages to fend off your flurry of blows. Pick a number between 1 to 5.
Oh man.
2.
2.
Boom. Okay. Yeah, as you go to punch him, he actually goes to punch your punch, and he jars your hand. You take a -2 penalty on your unarmed strikes until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Well, let's.
All right.
try that
The
again.
-2 will be on the bottom left-hand side. Wow. Give us a number between 1 to 5 as you critically miss that second one.
Sorry. 1.
Also, super quick, thank you, McBluff, for the gifted subs. You wonderful, wonderful human being. Big love. What was the number? Sorry, 1? All right.
1.
Wow, that's actually pretty bad. So this time, as you've gone to punch, he's hit you in a vital area, and you actually gain the wounded condition. So the way that wounded works is it's actually really bad, because if he does knock you out, you'll be one step closer to death because of your wounds. So he actually lands quite a severe blow in response to your attack. Ryoshi.
I have a sneaky suspicion I'm gonna have to start thinking of my next character.
As Ryoshi sinks through the water, he thinks to himself, now, why am I doing this again? What is my thing here? Do I go up and help them? Do I go up and arrest the lot of them? Do I go up and just execute the lot?
There's a lot of steps that involve you getting up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not going to do much down here anyway. Can I start to attempt to start swimming?
You can, or alternatively, you could use the ladder.
Yeah,
Very well.
that'll
You
work
climb
better.
up the ladder. It'll take you
Yeah.
a movement to get to the ramp, which is over here. This was built in for precisely this purpose. In case you get your foot stuck on like one of the bait lures or whatever, you can basically just move over and pull. It's like a swimming pool ladder. You know what I mean? Like you can just climb out. You are, however, soaking wet. Your armor is now heavier, and yeah, you just hear this water pouring out from you.
Pull out a stray fish from under my armpit or something.
All right, 2 actions left. What do you want to do?
I'll climb up to about here where I can see him. You know what? I've had just about enough of you. Let's see how you like some of these. He's going to grab a he's gonna thumb the pendant. Outstretch his fist, and he's gonna shoot a couple of, let's say, good divine lances. Shall we? Let's shoot some good divine lances at him. Yeah?
Yep, go for it.
Alright, let's see if that one hits. 28 hits.
Alright.
Woo!
Nice.
Alright, let's take some of that. Does that affect him
I
in
don't know
any
why,
way?
but it dealt 0 damage to him.
Damage 0.
Why did it do 0
okay,
damage
he must
to
be
him?
good.
Let's have a quick explore.
If that's the case, if he is good, Ryoshi's gonna go, whoa, wait a second. Maybe I'm on the wrong side here.
Let's see.
That would be
Let me
bad
just
for
check
us.
a couple things. What does it say? Your alignment, buddy. Well, I haven't put in an alignment. Let's say this damage. All right. Well, he's lawful neutral. So it's what's the alignment of your spell?
Good.
Your spell is lawful good. No, it should have done damage. I don't know why I didn't. I'm gonna add the damage manually. Done.
All right. So it
Yes.
does do damage. All right. Roshi does not redo his entire thing. Then he might actually, that was 3. Climbing up, stepping up, divine lance. 3 actions. Wait a second. No, divine lance is 2 actions. My bad. So I might not be able to get it. All right, so I'll just move up then. You can get 10 heal back.
All right. Done and done.
Yep.
Kambe, you're up next.
Okay. I'll try a spell. We'll see if this works. See if this goes off. Fail.
All right.
Nope, nothing. So glad I built a spellcaster. So that does nothing. So I will just try to fucking hit him.
I suggest, tactically speaking, you roll greater than a 5.
Good call. I'll second that.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Nice. 30 to hit.
Almost as good as I could do, and I managed to.
Actually,
managed to
that's an
hit,
extra 2
thankfully.
because you're flanking as
Alright.
well. It doesn't crit, but it still is an extra +2. All right. And max damage of 11. Very nice.
No.
No. It's +2 for your attack, because of
Oh, the
Yeah.
the 2 is to hit. Okay, yeah, those are my
all right.
things. That
Beautiful. All right, Kaito, you're up next. You in your last turn, you managed to blow using Kambe's charm to drop his katana. You've used the opportunity to blast his katana into the water, which is why he's fighting with his bare hands at the moment. He does have a wakizashi he's using to defend himself with, like a shield.
and I'm standing in a way that it's very easy to get your bag
Yes.
from me.
Apparently. So he says. Come on, Kaito. Come get your bag. Come get your stuff. All right, let's see. I will run up and grab the bag. Tick, 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 tick. All right, you rush up and you grab hold of the bag.
It's full of
It's full of
snakes.
snakes. Using forbidding ward on Kambe. All right. Forbidding ward. Let's have a look. All right, this is a cantrip. It is a sustainable cantrip. So you are holding it. The effect of it is you ward an ally against the attacks and hostile spells of an enemy target. You gain a +1 to your armor class and saving throws against that person. All right, very nice. The Sunflower Samurai. The Sunflower Samurai quickly sees that he is being surrounded and being attacked on all sides. He looks and tries to decide where to go from here. He needs to cut a path out and away, and is going to do that through... He's going to do that... He's going to test out the waters with the ninja first, and see if he can punch his way through there. He will hit Yoki for 7 damage. He is going to try to punch his way out that way. That is a critical hit on Yoki. That is definitely the right way to go. It's like left or right. I wonder how good this guy is. Whack! No, this guy's terrible. This guy offers me no resistance.
I like the fact that Sean's audio comes back just to laugh at me.
Oh, really? My audio's back now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
Wow.
very encouraging group
All right,
feeling.
pick a number
that.
between 1 to 5.
This is so perfect.
By the way, I'm using the dice that hate players to determine which critical to give me.
3. All right. Wow. Disembowel. He deal.
With a fist.
God.
All right.
I'd like to imagine like that scene from Temple of Doom where he just rips his hand and grabs
Yeah,
out
he
his
just
heart.
pulls out your beat.
God, man. All right. So he does 21 damage to you.
So I think my next character, I'm just not gonna generate one that doesn't have to roll anything.
That's how I make all my characters.
Yeah, just roll auto hits.
Yeah. So that hit, as it hits you in the gut, you watch as he sort of like pops one of your ribs, and with his final attack, this one probably won't hit. He said, very non-convincingly. Yes, will not hit. But you are bruised and battered. He is basically trying to, again, beat his way through you to get away to the north.
So when he's
I
done,
forbidding warded the wrong person.
I straighten my gi and go more.
All right.
Don't taunt him. That's a very bad thing to do. I know.
Wouldn't it be more like?
Yep. As I cough up blood and a piece of
You
rib.
straighten your gi. You hear the sounds of your knuckles cracking because of your thing.
Cracking.
Your ribs are broken. Just give me more. It's like I am going to kill you. Like, all right. Speaking of killing someone, Takeshi, the ranger from above.
Oh. Yeah.
Do it, man.
It's time to make it rain.
Very well. You throw your gold coin pouch out over the.
All right. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Here, reward for hitting Yoki.
All right. First arrow lands the hit. Roll your damage.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't raise his shield. Damn it. That was what I was supposed to do. That was dumb. Oh well. He's probably dead now. Yeah, it's
Too
too late.
late.
All right, 9 points of damage. Second attack. Ooh, that'll miss.
Mm.
And your third one.
Okay. Come on.
Ooh, that'll miss, unfortunately.
Mm.
All right. So
no
still
pincushion.
just launching. Launching your arrows. One of them manages to find purchase. Yoki, it is your turn.
So is it one action? To drink
It
a
is an action to
potion?
drink a potion.
So I reach into his bag, pull out his potion of healing.
Attack of opportunity.
drink it.
He smacks it out of your hand. Because and I'm gonna do this just because I'm gonna use the attack specifically on your on the healing potion because you went, come on, and then you try to drink the potion to get better, and he just eyeballs you and just slaps it out of your hand. Like it is just it's not even about damage at that point. It's about disrespect. Like it's just
He could always roll a
he
one.
could roll-
Emotional
Let's see how he
damage.
goes. All right.
Oh
I
man,
continue to make him angry. He'll make a mistake.
That's a
I
30
would
to
love
hit.
it if Yuki got the last hit.
Oh,
That'd be
shit.
awesome.
I'm gonna just a
check,
second.
yeah.
There you go.
Cheeky bastard. All right, he'll try again. He'll try again. All right,
I mean, he's still gonna hit me.
25. Whack.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right, so you watch as the potion shatters on the ground. He just kind of just like it's a very intimidating thing that's just happened. But you know, you do still have 2 more actions. No, sorry. Yeah, you got 2 more. No, yeah, you got 2 actions. 2 actions.
I still have another one of his healing potions too. No, instead I'm gonna try to punch him again. I mean, we've been trying this trick to hit him at some.
True. You don't now.
If you get the last
Now keep
hit,
in mind
I
you've
would
got
be
a
so
negative
happy.
2 penalty because of your
that'd be great.
fists, but you've also got a +2 because you're flanking. So it's a flat bonus.
Okay,
Nice.
Hit him. Hit him. Hit.
here
Crit
comes
him.
the one,
Crit him.
baby.
No, you're gonna crit succeed. Oh. Don't call it. It'll always happen.
Ah,
I
yeah.
wish you had that divine intervention for that one.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nope, it was well spent. I'm happy
Can
with
I
the
spend
spend.
my hero point on his
No.
crit miss?
All right,
Ah,
pick a number.
so good.
Oh my gosh.
What did you do in a past life?
Yeah, jeez.
Oh, I mean, oh no.
It's a 4. It's a 4 micro. I've already explained this phenomenon. I kill my digital and physical dice always kill players. If I'm playing a player, they kill me.
Hey, Mudhole
That's fair.
has just redeemed
Mudhole.
a
Oh,
divine
wait.
intervention. Thank you, Mudhole. All right, Yoki, you get another shot. If you fail, however, you'll have a bad fall.
Oh my god!
Can we just, if I roll a second natural 1, just assume for some reason my dice are inverted? Nope, but it's a 4.
At least it's a regular miss.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
better than a
I mean,
critical, man.
That's true.
That's honestly what you have to hold on to now. Is like at least I didn't crit miss.
God.
I gave
Very
myself
true.
wounded 1.
It's true,
In a
you did
fight.
wound yourself one in a fight. But at the
Uh,
very least, you didn't have that bad fall.
So-
Because that would have made you slowed and made you fall
True.
prone. Alright, you...
so flurry of blows. Also, yeah, these are stunning fists. So flurry of
Yep,
blows,
yep.
stunning fists. So this is the second attack.
That'll hit.
I
Yeah,
actually hit.
There you go.
Gotta roll damage somehow. Oh, there it is. Boom.
Nice, max damage as you land your punch.
Sweet.
And last attack.
Come on, man.
Now, don't you get a... now, with the stunning fist, you declared that on that first hit. So you need to make a... he needs to make a saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might need to roll it.
Where would that? Yeah, I think it's a.
Oh, a 16. He might fail.
I have no idea what my DC is.
Let's have a quick look, shall we?
Class DC. Where's that
Yoki.
again?
Abilities, stunning fist, focus power, DC, or be stunned, fort save DC. Alright, so it'll be your basic DC. So that is a DC of 21. No, sorry. What's your... Your character uses... What's your key ability score?
Dexterity.
So what's your dex? 19?
19.
So 8 plus 4. So that is 22. No, that's not right, is it? No, it is right. Yeah, 22. All right, with 22 being the DC, he is stunned.
Nice.
Oh, I finally landed a
There you
hit.
go. Oh. All right, I will find out what stun does in its full details to let everyone know. But for the most part, yes, you have stunned him. As we then go to Ryoshi.
There's not enough room. Is there enough room for Ryoshi to squeeze
I'd say yes.
into that position?
I'd say yeah.
Well, not really. Wonderful. Well, he will do so. He will grasp his katana with 2 hands. He will step up into that position and make a slash, hurtfully trying to grab attention away from Yoki.
Yep.
Shall we?
All right.
Whoa, I haven't finished. The
You
dude
take
yet.
a -2 penalty to your attack because you are waterlogged.
-2. Yeah, cool. -2. Easy. All right.
That'll
that
miss.
happens.
All right, so you've moved, you've attacked, you've got 1 more action. All right, let's do it.
Still with the -2. All right.
Ooh, that will
Oh, well.
unfortunately miss. All right, Kambe.
Him being stunned doesn't affect his.
No, it
AC
just
or
denies him his actions. Yeah.
Just can't act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes an action away. Please.
Okay. Sweet. Well, then we will. First thing that we've got to do is we're gonna throw. I look over at. Yokai, and just say, "Hey, man, I'm real proud of you, kiddo." And you heal. And and hope I don't need to cast any more spells. And then with dude in front of me, and no actions he can take, we're gonna just try to carve into him. Maybe?
That'll hit.
Got him.
The Naginata arcs and leads a massive blow against him. Deal your damage. Nine points of damage.
Right.
Right, last action. What do you want to do?
No.
Oh, the healing word.
Healing word.
Is
Soothe
it?
was
Oh,
two
so
actions.
Soothe was 1. Okay.
Yeah. Soothe is. Yep. Soothe.
All right.
Soothe 2.
Kaito.
All right. I am going to probably. How does if you cast a spell that has sustain and then you cast another spell that sustains? Does that automatically
It will,
cancel
yeah.
the first one? Okay, so I'm already going to be canceling Forbidding Ward, but it doesn't seem like he's going after Kanbei anyways anymore. And I'm going to instead cast Bane.
Very nice. All right, you cast Bane.
Which makes yeah, and it forces him to make a will save, or he has a -1 to all of his
very well.
attacks, and only him because I can choose who.
All right, that is a 24, which I believe will be enough.
Yeah, shoot.
All right,
And I moved up to do that, so yeah,
all
that's
right.
all I got.
We then go to the Sunflower Samurai.
All of my will saves against him fail.
The samurai is no longer stunned, but then we move to Takeshi. Let's see if Takeshi can bring us home.
Come on. Come on.
Doi!
team.
Come on, dice.
First hit. Seven damage. Second attack. That'll miss.
Ooh,
Oh.
that
Third.
heatered on a crit.
You can do it.
Ah.
Oh.
All right.
Damn.
We know it's not ending at this
Right.
stage.
Stat.
Right?
Just stop.
We all got
All right,
that right.
Yoki. You,
No, I'm glad because that means that Yoki can still get the last hit.
you'll be surprised. You'll be very, very surprised.
I like your
All right.
confidence.
Let's do it. I reckon Yoki's got this.
All right, we're gonna start off with Fury Blows, Stunning Fist. Might as well keep
All
one trick
right.
ponying this.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You can still get
With a
it.
critical miss.
Oh, gonna roll
That's
the next
That'll
one. Sorry.
also miss. All right.
Yep.
Pick a number.
I like how. Oh,
2. All right. Rang your own bell. Until healed, you are deafened.
I've had that one before.
Have you done that
Yeah,
one?
you've
All right,
done
let's
that
change-
one to
let's change
yourself
that one up.
already.
We don't want too many repeats.
5
Um,
on 1. And
well, that's
he's
not gonna work.
handing us our asses.
You are fatigued. You are winded. You have launched so many of these successive attacks, and this guy has just been constantly like exchanging with you. You're out of breath.
Well, for the record, Yuki is handing himself his own ass.
Kinda
I
true.
mean-
All right,
very self-destructive character.
all right. You are fatigued. You have one more action.
Yeah. I'll... What the heck?
Oh,
in
man,
for a
my
penny, in for a
face
pound.
hurts.
That's gonna miss.
Still gonna miss.
Oh, with an 18, man, I thought that was
All right.
gonna get it.
I only have +6 on
Ryoshi.
those ones.
Roshi's had enough. He's just gonna do a full attack. 3 attacks, one after the other, all in the negative
yes,
2,
that is
right? Here's the first one.
Your sword sounds like it needs some tuning.
Yep.
All right. Your first attack, he sidesteps. Second attack.
It's one of those rubber chickens.
Second attack.
Is a critical miss. He
Oh,
dodges
no.
to the side. God damn.
I'm beginning to think this is an aura. You might want to move a little further away.
All right.
Yeah. You're casting
All right,
your own.
pick a number 1 to 5. What do we got? All right, here
Let's
we
go
go.
1.
The pointy end goes in there. Your wounded value increases as you stab yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've done that, except I did it with my
Very
fist.
true. All right. Last attack.
Yeah, last attack.
I'm just gonna keep my crit deck out.
Good idea.
I love your confidence.
Last
And
Why don't you do that
that's
anyway?
another critical miss.
Yeah, critical fail.
But well, at least they're not fighting frozen chickens. That's true. That's very true. All right, 1 to 5. What are we going? 2.
Let's go 2.
All right, that's you. You deal your normal attack damage to your own armor as you smash through it.
Okay.
Which, yeah, just roll your damage.
Yep.
Oh, that is a lot of damage. All right, that is 15 damage. Your armor is now broken. Armor
Okay.
has the broken condition.
That's fine.
All right. Okay. Kambe. I honestly didn't
Alright,
think it would get
we're
back
gonna
to your turn.
Take a.
I'm not gonna lie.
Alright.
I was sitting there, like, kind of
Well, here
remorseful.
we go.
I was like, oh man, what a
Um,
shame. Kambe's not gonna be
you
the
know
one to
what?
land the killing blow on this guy because I was really, really keen on that. But here we are.
You know what? I'm gonna try something, and if it works, it's gonna be super poetic, and if it doesn't, it's probably gonna
Okay.
suck a lot. So we're gonna see if this works. I just need my spell attack against him.
That's a
Get
crit.
natural 20.
Oh,
There it is.
nice.
What I'm
Okay.
doing is this is the teleport projectile. I raise his katana up out of the water and I fling it into him.
Nice. All right, roll the
Nice.
damage.
The universe forced
Alrighty.
Ryoshi and Yuki to fail just so that could happen.
All right.
Holy snap.
30 points of damage. And the funny thing is, he's been holding on to this the whole time. Roll a, 1 to 5. What's your number?
1.
All right. Triple damage. So roll one extra set of damage as well.
Oh wow.
Oh my lord.
All right. As the katana flies out, it sails. Just roll the damage on your. Yeah, there you go. In the chat box, that should be it.
Oh, I rolled it on the. I
That's
rolled it on the wrong
An
place.
extra 15. All right.
15.
So the katana flies, and as you watch as the samurai seems to be ready to knock out Yuki and make a run for it, but as he does so, his fist stops just before it hits Yuki. Yuki's eyes kind of like go to guard, just as he's about to get clobbered, when he seems to stop moving. Embedded in the wall is a blood-drenched katana.
He just shot it straight through.
And
Oh my God.
it's the ability. The crit is punctured through, as the katana dripping with blood leans against the guardhouse. You can see that where his heart used to be is now just this gaping hole, as the katana has passed all the way through it. As he does so, he seems to reach for the for the pouch with the statue in it, but as he does so, he falls to the ground and releases it. And with that, the Sunflower Samurai has fallen.
That was savage.
I rushed forward to get the pouch.
Moving and getting the
I
pouch,
rushed forward to get
you
the statue.
pull it from his hand. However, there are a few moments where, as you go to like pull it out, he doesn't let go. There are a few moments where it seems like his grip just won't subside until you like pull his fingers off, and you recover the statue.
Okay. Once I have the statue, I will actually. I'm assuming he's not dying. He just died. There's no last. couple of seconds.
Well, what would you prefer?
Well, if he is, once I have the statue, then Kambe will sort of kneel down next to him.
You can see that he can barely talk, but his eyes are still kind of moving around.
Yeah, then I will tell him that I hope that you can find the honor in the next world that you lost in this world, man.
He doesn't look angry. He doesn't look peaceful. He looks as if, even in that final few moments, he seems to be almost struggling to stay conscious. But eventually his eyes just lose the life and the light within it, and he dies with his eyes open. All right. There is a stillness around. The people don't seem too particularly disturbed about the conflict because it's happening outside of a guardhouse, and Ryoshi is, of course, a guard.
I will vacate to the roof of the guardhouse.
You start to climb onto the roof of the guardhouse. everyone kind of watches like, okay.
I would go inside.
Well,
with
first
the
of all, that's
friends.
that's a government building.
Also, it's broad daylight.
So,
Get down here.
so what you're saying is the people paid the taxes for the building. Okay,
Are
thanks.
you part of the people? Are you from the
I'm a-
city?
Sure.
I don't think so. Get down.
I sit down and drink a potion of healing.
So, are we in trouble? I mean, it's not the first time I've never woken up in a jailhouse before, but I am kind of concerned about why.
Well, it turns out your story was indeed correct. You were definitely attacked, and disrupting the local business was an act of trying to get away from such a dangerous individual. I'm willing to let you off this time. However, I am interested in this Ronin. Could I investigate the Ronin, see if he has any sigils?
You can,
or
but you do not
anything,
require any sort of
like that in his
investigation check.
pockets?
As soon as you open the take off his whatever you call the sort of like rice paddy hat that he seems to be wearing on top of his head, you are shocked to learn that it is none other than Master Himagawa. Master Himagawa is actually a decorated war hero in the town of Minkai, and one of the crucial members of the Royal Guard who once put his life into the hands of a group of individuals who actually deposed the Oni in the city and helped put the new empress into power. He was thought to have gone missing. No one knew what happened to his whereabouts, but he was responsible for training a large number of samurai over the years since he first, since the deposition of the Jade region. In fact, he trained your order.
At this point, Ryoshi's just staring down in almost shock.
To clarify,
his mouth is...
he was not a Ronin. He was given his freedom for his good service by the Empress. So he was supposed to live in the countryside peacefully with his wife and child for the rest of his days, basically, for his service.
Uh-oh.
What in the nine hells? Why was he chasing you, 5?
Well, we have run into an Oni that it was very skilled in mind control, and if he was working with that Oni, which I'm pretty sure he was, that might be the reason.
I will need... No. The city, the Empress herself, will need proof of this. Because at this point of time, you killed a war hero. You killed one of the most decorated and well-established samurai.
Okay, easy there, Chief. You hit him just as much as any of us did. He attacked us. I'm sorry that he used to... I recognize him. I grew up here, man. But clearly, he either got into something really bad or he's being controlled. So just step off for a second, all right?
This is how the samurai will view this. They will view this as a murder. If we don't have proof...
All right, well, are you a samurai telling us what's happening?
I am saying that this is what many of the houses will see.
Okay, well, I'm asking if you're a samurai since you're speaking for them.
Yes, I am.
Congratulations. I used to be one too.
From which clan?
I tell you the clan.
There's a...
okay. Yes, I have heard of that clan. That is a
so
good
as
clan.
So as the yes,
I understand that you're upset, but this isn't some cut and dry legal case of jaywalking. Something really bad is happening, but just calm down a second and let's figure it out.
There usually is a sign.
We're half dead.
Something's been controlled.
Where's my darn? There it is.
No, that is the case. Yes.
Speaking of half dead, you are.
All right.
Really
So
hurt.
while you guys are resting and recuperating, we're going to move through a few different facts here. First of all, Ryan, Kanbei claims that he is from
Yes.
the clan of the Golden Bonsai. The Golden Bonsai were a very lucrative clan who had lots of holdings in textile specifically. So your shogun, you're the person who you served. They were someone who was quite wealthy and helped establish the trade of what is now Minkai as we know it. There is obviously circumstances around stuff, but this is also how you got your network of information so quickly, because your master through their trade are very recognizing of the symbol of the Golden Bonsai. If you mention this, Ryoshi, you would recognize this as well. And while not necessarily a what's the word? Not necessarily a hand wave like, oh, you're a cop too? No worries, right? It's not so much that, but the Golden Bonsai still to this day are very loyal servitors to the Empress. So there's no like kind of like it's like, oh, so you're a Ronin as well. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Now, as for the goings on, to hear that there is an Oni who can manipulate people, you do have recollection of a Oni that has such power. You can ask them for that Oni's name, and if they say the name that you're thinking of, you know without a shadow of a doubt that these guys are telling the truth about the fact that a person who was probably quite beloved by many of the samurai of your clan was not in fact killed here, but killed ages ago when they encountered this Oni. They tell you. They can tell you the name, but I'll message you what the name is.
Yeah.
It's Derek.
Gavin.
I would love to picture an Oni just named Derek or Paul or something.
Bob.
My name is Bob.
Bob the samurai.
The Oni that can... You claim that an Oni can control minds. Can you tell me the name of this Oni?
It is the Sakura King. He uses plants to control people and seeds.
I was afraid of that.
Maybe that's why he smelt of sunflowers.
Hiroshi nods to himself. Very well.
Sorry, I just love the little moment of like, maybe that's why he smelled like sunflowers, and a few people went, "Oh, that makes so much sense."
I mean, it's a flower motif.
He smells of flowers. Oh,
Never
goddamn
thought
it!
about that. That's really good.
Yeah. Well, it's not like
No. But he was also
blossoms, so
he was also eating seeds constantly.
true, which were used to manipulate people.
Very well. If you would be so kind, could you please accompany me to my house? This is very troubling and this needs to be addressed.
Actually, I think at that point, Kanbei will sort of get a pretty like sad and forlorn look on his face, and he'll say, "Actually, listen, it's a shame that not everybody's conscious for this, but I'm holding the Kieran statue, says at this point I have to go. We have to go our separate ways. I can't lead you to the forest of the spirits anymore, guys. I think I kind of owe you a bit of honesty that's not really been there. I told you that I was looking for this because I promised to give it as a gift to my daughter on her birthday. I had to find it before her birthday in another month or so. The Oni daimyo kidnapped and cursed my daughter and gave me a year before she remained this statue forever. I have to find a way to lift this curse, or I'll lose her.
This curse was made and given 11 months and 12 days prior. Time is running out. And as Kanbei unfolds the details of the story and the journey and the length that he has gone to in order to procure this statue, it dawns all too well that this person who had been traveling with you, that had looked after you and shown you kindness and generosity throughout their journey, was holding on to a deep, deep sadness. Kaito. Oh, sorry.
The last thing
I was going to say, Kaito.
Oh, sorry.
You in particular resonate with this, having been someone who understands the same plight of a father who is lost. Your father as well lost their eldest son, which is when they adopted you. And so for you in particular, the words of Kanbei dig very deep.
Yeah, I just kind of stare in stunned shock at Kanbei. I'm just like, yeah, that you need to take care of that. Like, anything that we could do to help, or I could do to help.
The thing that I need all of you to do to help me and help yourselves is to just stay away from me as much as you can. The daimyo is the one that placed the curse, but finding the samurai and getting this back is a huge complication to the daimyo's plans, man, because there's a clearing. There's a clearing in the forest of spirits. I was told that I had to lead Tamaki and his friends to that clearing so that the daimyo could ambush all of you. If I did that, he'd give me the statue back. But now that we've got it, you can stay away. Like, you don't have to go there. You know that that's a trap, so you got to stay. But I can't stay with you anymore. It's safer for me to go, and I have to find a way to lift this curse as fast as possible. But this is where that clearing was, and I draw it on the map. Whatever you do, just don't be here, because that's where he's expecting you to go. And I'm sorry I lied, but you're right. I would do anything to save my daughter.
Well, I appreciate the honesty, and I wouldn't have even held it against you.
You said stay away from me, but do you mind if I give you a hug?
Oh man, he tears up and he gives Takeshi a big hug.
A good old gripply hug.
As the words sink in, Yoki, what's your response or reaction to this?
I pull out a shuriken and I tear off a bit of the silver threading that goes down through my robes, and I tie it to the end of the shuriken. Stick this in any wall. I will find you and help if I can.
That means a lot, man. Thank you.
All right. Now, I'm going to send...
I want to go
while you're talking about that, I'm going to send Wolven something super quick, but carry on.
I will actually then turn to Ryoshi, and Ryoshi Kanbei pulls out a it looks like a big bamboo flute, like one of those big like 2-foot flutes. But he kind of twists the flute, and it's a wakizashi disguised as a flute. And he says, this weapon was supposed to be the weapon that took the life of the Sunflower Samurai. So I think that it would only be fitting if it goes to a member of the order that back when he was an honorable man, he helped to train. So guard it well. And there's a scroll stuck inside there that'll help teach you a fighting technique to use with it. And I give him the wakizashi, which has, and I tell you that its name is, one second, I wrote it down.
It's a very interesting name.
The name of the wakizashi is Shore, which means encouragement.
Thank you
Sorry.
for this gift. In return, there's a woman in the mountains at Omaji. They specialize in sealing magic. She was the one who, well, created the seals, then wards that protect the very city. Maybe go see her. She might be able to help you.
Thank you.
Stay in the shadows. We've heard stories of this Diomar. He won't stop at anything. If for a second he thinks you've betrayed him, stick to the shadows.
Sticking to the shadows is one thing that I do well. And he throws a little smoke bomb down. But the smoke bomb isn't very big. And like you definitely see and hear him, because he's overweight, like kind of like sneak and get out the door, and he trips over a potted plant. You see him walk past the window.
Well, with
Such a
with
good
that
exit.
the next scene, we see Kanbei chartering a small river barge north, heading into the Kyojin Mountains in order to seek out the Onmyoji that might be able to help free his daughter. And for now, we bid farewell to this wandering father, a wayward samurai searching for the love that he carries with him. With new allies joining in the form of Ryoshi, we now say farewell to the team for the time being, and thank everyone for coming and joining us today. We hope that you guys had a great time. We still have some more stuff to do in the city of Kesai before we head north to the Forest of Spirits, but that is a story for another time and another day. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us. We hope that you guys had fun. I saw a lot of familiar people joining us in partway. Thank you so much, Dazzle Sunstrider and Duster Ceres. Always wonderful to see you guys and hang out, as well as everyone else who came out. I can see there's McBluff and Daggerwork and a whole bunch of other people. So thanks for coming and hanging. This is, of course, the final session for Ryan, I say the final session for Ryan. It's the final session for Ryan so far, but Ryan is not going away for too long, because Ryan and I have some chicanery and shenanigans to announce, which we will do at the end of the show today, so stick around for that. But before we leave, I'd like for everyone to indulge me, and we're going to share a quick favorite moments. However, we're going to do favorite moments of Kanbei from the journey that we've had with Ryan's amazing character. Let's start with you, Kaito.
I like how he kind of planted the seeds of whenever he would say it's like, oh, it's just for my daughter's birthday, it's like you could always kind of tell that there was something more, and like, you could tell that he wanted the Kirin more than he was letting on, like more than just a birthday gift. And I like how, like those little nuggets like just culminated into like what actually it was for, and it's like, yeah, I really liked that.
Amazing. I couldn't agree more.
Like,
I
yeah.
could not agree more. Rock, what was your favorite Kanbei moment?
Put me on the spot so hard. Oh man. Uh, I like how fatherly he was. I don't think I've ever played in a campaign where a character was so like a father, and it was very interesting to play with a character that way, to interact with a character being fatherly. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of which, Ryan, are you a dad?
I have a 5-month-old daughter.
Okay, I will say because
Yeah,
like you played a dad
I'm a
so
brand
well.
new
There you
dad.
go.
I'm a brand new
Yeah.
dad, and the idea was to roll a dad bard.
Amazing.
Nice.
No, yes, and yes, and of course, for those of you who weren't aware, but I'm sure by now we've talked about it plenty of times. Ryan's partner, aka Val's mom, it was actually Dawn from our Rise of the Runelord series. So so now all I need to do is somehow convince Val to come and play, and then I'll have all the family having played on my channel before, which would be amazing. Avarian, favorite combat moment.
So I'm gonna mention two. First off, how his character came up with an absolute genius way of making my character disappear during the intro.
Oh yeah.
So good. The second one,
Dude,
was the whispered, "This is gonna be a lesson for you," to Neil's
I do
character.
remember that. That was awesome.
Just so good. Thank you.
I almost took that, and I'm like, nah.
I forgot about that, but yeah, I
that was
love
really
that.
good. That was really good.
Kind of also fitting in with the whole dad thing, to be honest.
Ryoshi, I know you've only got somewhat limited experience with Kanbei, but do you have a favorite Kanbei moment?
Just the way that you worked with everyone, the way you had so much emotion for everyone else in the party, that spoke a lot about how you as a player interacts with everyone around you, and it was just really good to see. And I'm really it's a shame that I don't get to play with you more, in fact, but that's that's kind of what I'm feeling.
Bittersweet. But yeah, no, absolutely. Kanbei definitely feels a part of the group, which is very important. And I think it's important for stuff like that, especially if, there's no reason why guest players and stuff like that need to feel isolated or need to feel like, oh, they're just going to be here for a little while, let's not make any connections, or let's hand wave their stuff. It was really cool to actually see you be a part of this group and support everyone, and everyone kind of supporting you, and the back and forth was just incredible. I think for me, my favorite moment was the bathhouse. Just everything surrounding you, wanting your back scrubbed, playing this daughtery old man that was just in front of one of the daimyo's assassins, pushing poor Tamaki out of the way to get to safety and stuff, while at the same time just being super obnoxious. I was just like, this is just glorious.
Yeah, it was intense.
It was such an awesome, tense, but yeah, funny encounter, and I loved it to bits. And that easily is my favorite Kanbei moment.
Let me do a stretch.
Just gonna stretch. Yep. Just stretching. It's like like worshiping the sun. Yes, like those people who apparently think that you need sunlight in your butthole for some reason. Don't know much about it, but it's a thing. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's really cool. Avarian, if you'd like to do that, we can come to a little scene if you would like. That's very well. I'm happy to do that. Kanbei, favorite moment for you as well.
Of all of the really cool little moments, I think overall what I really appreciated from the rest of the group getting to play this character is how much he really did feel welcomed in, and everybody was just like, okay, this is what you do. It's a little weird, but let's give it a go. And I really appreciated and really liked the sort of relationship building that Sean was doing with Kaito. Kaito would kind of giving boons and blessings in combat, and like kept coming over and like being like, what do you think we should do there? And I know that with the age thing, that felt like a fun little relationship that was building, that, as if this was a long-term campaign, could lead to some really cool moments, some really difficult moments. But I mean, and just the group really accepted that character, and was just like, all right, what if this is what you do, then you do it, man. That's fine.
Amazing. And yeah, so Kambe, there's one last little scene here. As Kambe is on the raft, the barge, heading to the north, the person who is handling the barge, they're driving them, is wearing some heavy-set robes and a large rice hat. Once you are out of the distance of the once you are out of the range of the city itself, the individual takes off their hat and their mask, and Avarian.
You were there when I absolutely needed to be saved. I pledge my existence to helping you keep your quest. I am at your disposal.
And Yoki has opted to accompany Kambe.
Wow. Wow, that face was Ryan's reaction more than Kambe's. Yeah, Kambe just sort of, I think Kambe just like, the tear builds up in his eyes, and he just kind of smiles and nods and doesn't need words.
You also recognize that Yoki was the only one who didn't actually say goodbye in that final moment. That's because he never intended to leave. And with that is where we'll end. We will, however, be saying bye to Ryan, but we will be looking at a brand new member to join, which, who knows, maybe there'll be something to do with Ryoshi, maybe not. I mean, we'll see where it is. But we do have one last announcement, and that is, of course, what is happening with me and Ryan. And let me put this up on screen now. Here he goes. Yes. Check this out. Woof. There it is, coming in 2 weeks, starting at 9 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time on Saturday, the 27th, which for some of you may be the 26th, depending on when it is. We're going to be doing The Flight of the Northwest, a Spelljammer adventure, where Ryan is going to be our GM. Look at that. How amazing is that? So that is going to be awesome. Oh wait, actually, before I send that away, the cast members, of course, we are meeting two new friends. We have Nick and Tucker, who are a friend of Ryan, who we're going to be playing with, and of course, Ellen. Lovely Ellen, who is our dear friend, who is going to be coming and playing and having some silly chicanery and nonsense fun. It's also really funny because I'm kind of like, I'm going to be talking to her in the background about like teamwork, character stuff, which would be a lot of fun because yeah, our characters are not similar, but they're similar in particular ways. So we're going to be working together on some stuff. So yeah, I'm super keen, super excited. So be sure to check out that. Again, it is in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Jeez, that's so close. So Ryan, yeah, you're not going to be gone for
like a week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half, really. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go and raid someone. I believe our dear friend Robot is streaming, so we're going to go and raid his channel. But stick around and be sure to share all the love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being wonderful. And as always, guys, till we meet again, as always, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, everyone.
Good night.